The Yield Plus program went live in September, and in October, they published the October 2022 Yield Plus report. I went through it, and actually there's some really nice graphs in there. So some of the highlights that I found interesting in this report, including 2 new protocols that reached the minimum total value lock to be able to qualify for Yield Plus rewards. So we see Vigor Lending was qualifying just up and down in September, but now has consolidated well above the threshold with over 400,000 EOS collected in TVL. So now they're being able to earn that 5% yield that Yield Plus offers to DeFi protocols that accumulate a certain minimum amount of TVL. AGG Nudex. So Nudex also saw a surge in TVL from 70,000 EOS to 240,000 EOS, and now also qualifies for the Yield Plus reserves. So congratulations to those 2 DeFi protocols for seeing such nice growth in TVL. So another interesting stat is that there's been a 7% growth in the TVL to market cap ratio. So that is represented here in the 4th graphic I shared, which shows the relative change in TVL between EOS and large cap L1s, or actually not necessarily showing the stat, but it's related, right? So we can see that the other L1s have lost in terms of percentage of TVL compared to their market cap, while EOS has been doing much better comparatively, which is shown here in that blue graph. So about 10% better comparatively than other layer 1s, which is really nice. And it's really a testament to how well designed Yield Plus program has been. So shout out to everyone that worked on the blue paper, that worked on developing the product. This was a collaborative effort from many people, from many teams in the EOS ecosystem. And I feel like this October report really highlights the positive impact that Yield Plus is having in the ecosystem. Okay, so if we take it from the top here, the first image I shared is EOS TVL across all registered dApps. You can see stable across all of October, except for one mega dip in the middle. And that's, from what I understand, because DFS, I think it is, one of the protocols unregistered for a few days and then re-registered. So that TVL, that's why you see that dip in the TVL. The next one, we see the trend in the TVL compared to market cap, which I mentioned as one of the, probably the most important metric that you can have. And then you can see these dots, which represents each data point, and then the trend that's represented by the line, which is clearly slanted going up and to the right, which is what we like to see on graphs. Another interesting one was the market price versus TVL. So we can see that the market price to EOS is correlated to the TVL, which personally I find a bit surprising. Wouldn't expect to see an impact so quickly, but nice to see that maybe even the price of EOS is being positively impacted by this program. So overall, I think this is a great update from the Yield Plus team, and hats off to everyone who worked on making that possible.
I can add on the Yield Plus side. So right now, a lot of these projects that have joined are projects that have been existing in the EOS ecosystem. But I think a lot of projects or a lot of developers are actually thinking about what can I build? What can I add? And that takes about 3 months to build a new protocol. So what I'm looking for is seeing the new protocols that actually have never touched EOS, that are building today or in the next 3 months, and participate and benefit from this Yield Plus. So I think a lot of people are looking into, what should I build? What should I do? And join these programs. So there is incentives out there, and any applications can join. You just need to have an eligible DeFi protocol and meet the minimum requirement. That's the man with the rockets. So yeah, looking forward to seeing more protocols join and have a long list of DeFi protocols signed up.